screaming in that.
Look at this and tell me what you mean.
I will. Hold on, let's break out the measuring tape. Let's see if I'm right on or not.
Thank you, Phoebe.
Hey all, voiceover Carter here. I got the chance to go to South Carolina with my family on a little spring break trip, and I thought I'd record it and make a little bit of a travel vlog. So yeah, come along for the ride as I head down south. Alright, it's 4:15. And we're gonna go to the airport soon. I gotta get some breakfast. And then, yeah. It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to today. Today's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Alright, it's almost 5 o'clock. Let's get out of here. Alright, so we are headed to the airport right now. It's, I think we got, at this point, it's probably like 5:45 or something like that, 5:30. Something in that ballpark. But, a couple weeks ago, my mom texted me and was like, hey, Carter, you want to go down to South Carolina with me, Dad, and Andrew? And I was like, yeah, sure thing. Have a nice family trip. And that was a ton of fun. And, of course, I had to move a lot of classes for it because a lot of assignments and things like that were supposed to be this week, so I had to move that up, which just meant a ton of homework that I was doing in the past 2 weeks leading up to this. But we got it done. And it actually worked pretty out well, too, with my esports broadcast, because we only had one game that was playing this week. And so there wasn't too much, that had to get covered, which is good. And we made that work. I was on call, and I helped out the guy who was working for it, which was fine. And then, yeah, but I mean, we don't really care about just driving the car. Let's skip ahead to where the good stuff happens. We actually get to the airport. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling a little sleepy, a little tired, but it's nice to be rolling.
On the move.
On the move.
We're going.
It's going. We're going.
It's going to be good. Good coming. Probably the plane we're going to be on. And we're off. We flew out of Grand Rapids Airport at about 7 o'clock, 6:45, 7 o'clock. And this is actually my first time flying. I really haven't been able to get too many chances before in my life. My family usually likes to do road trips instead of flying. So I was super, super excited to be on a plane for the first time in my life. And yeah, those of you who kind of know what's flying, like takeoff and landing is just super thrilling and super, super exciting. I was really happy. It was a ton of fun. And we'll kind of see it here as we take off. Once we took off, it was interesting to watch the horizon just kind of expand where that cloud line is. And then we could kind of see that sunrise starting to come through the clouds there. And then speaking of coming through the clouds, we were able to just pop right out of there. And I mean, that was just so cool to see us just come right above the cloud line like that. I've always dreamed hey, what is that like to be above the clouds? And I actually wanted to be a pilot, way early on in my life, but I, transitioned to some other plans. But so the piece of me it was cool to be on a plane like this. And the part of me wonders, hey, if I'd been on a plane sooner, maybe I would have been more eager to want to be a pilot. Coming back down now, my mom always says that flying from Grand Rapids to Chicago is just like, you barely have time to get comfortable before you come back down. You go up and you come straight back down, just because it's only a half-hour flight. But which is accurate. It was interesting because all the other times I've ever been to Chicago, it's been much more of a big ordeal. The whole drive out and everything like that's just so much more of a commitment. It's like a 3 or 4 hour drive to get to Chicago instead of a half-hour flight, easy peasy. But it was funny because we landed and I got to experience, but this is my first landing, by nature. And I heard the pilots afterwards talking in that kind of hallway that you go to get off the plane. And they were saying, yeah, she came down a little rough, but yeah, we did a good job, whatever pilots say. And I mean, they're kind of right. The landing was a little rocky, but we flew over residential cities, just like residential housing, super close. I was really surprised by that. You can see right there in the video, just a little rocky of that touchdown. But that was my first flight, only a half hour, and then now we're in Chicago. Alright, we just touched down on Midway. Pretty cool. Flying's fun, man. It's a ton of fun. Touchdown and takeoff is super cool. And yeah, now it's a 2-hour layover in Chicago, down to South Carolina. So, don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but I'm trusting that guy. He knows what he's got. See? He knows the plan. We got it. See you soon. It was a long time, People mover. Oh, these people are moving. Yeah.
Start moving, people.
I'm not actually moving. I'm stationary. I'm not actually walking. Yeah, but I can walk. It's like extra speed. I know. No, I'm really moving. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at how fast I'm moving. Good one, dude. Yeah, real nice. Yeah, we're just sitting here. We got what, 2 hours?
1 hour and 4 minutes till boarding should begin.
Let me see. 1 hour and 4 minutes. Well, until then, it's a meditation on the present, and we just hang out. Until then, I'm uploading the videos I'm taking right now to Google Drive so that I can cut them up. When I get there, this is probably way too close, but I can't really tell. That's the framing of the shot. It needs to be that far away. That's so cool. Dude, they can't even hear me, bro. They can't hear you. But whatever, that was incredibly cringe. All of that was incredibly cringe, especially with the people mover. I mean, I got to experience a people mover, which was fun, but whatever. It's for a second takeoff now out of Midway, and we are headed out to South Carolina now. This was a much longer flight. It was 2.5 hours or something thereabouts. So, but still, like, compared to what it's like to drive, nothing similar, not even kind of close, which was just surprised me. We flew overhead. I could kind of, what I thought was like, hey, that looks like Tennessee, or hey, that looks like, Shenandoah, which places I've been to, but not even kind of close to how fast we were moving. Of course, you're moving 500 miles an hour. So it sort of makes sense. But second takeoff, yay, there we go, woo, and we're away from Chicago. It was really cool just being up in the sky like that. Just all of that endless blue was kind of beautiful to look at. I mean, I'm a big fan of blue skies. Anyone who knows me knows I love my blue skies. But it's just pretty to be up in the air like that. And then we came down over South Carolina, and it was also just super pretty. It was a very pretty place. Around halfway through, the clouds cleared up, and so we could kind of see the ground. So, super pretty place. I see what people fly more often. And this is good. I forgot to record in vertical. Everyone laughed at him. I was recording vertical. But whatever, the ski, from what you can kind of tell us, is kind of coming back down out of South Carolina, into South Carolina rather. And then it's gonna be, it's a good time. It's a plane. I mean, one of those things, again, I could kind of point out some of the places, like, hey, I recognize that area. Hey, I think it's Morris Iron Lighthouse. Blah, blah, blah. It's so cool. And it's just fun to be able to see that sort of stuff.
Very positive.
You gotta remember never to record in horizontal when you're doing these kind of things, because they are super.
We're headed south that way.
But whatever, it is what it is, I guess. Lessons learned. Not as rough of. I mean, this is kind of what you can see. I mean, It's flying over Charleston right there. That's the Ravenel Bridge. Beautiful bridge. I've driven over it a couple times. It's cool to be able to point out, like, yo, I know that. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Hey, I recognize that building. And the touchdown was a little bit smoother than it was coming into Midway. Slightly smoother, but that wasn't too big of a deal. I mean, I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, I would have loved to go traveling. If there was one more stop we had to go to, I would have loved to be able to fly a little bit more. Flying is a ton of fun. Or like even fly on the way back, just because flying's fun, man. I love flying from the little bit I had. I mean, of course, I've never had the bad experiences of people who were flying, by babies who are crying a lot. And yeah, but anyways, South Carolina, Charleston is an international airport that is that's kind of co-operated by the U.S. Air Force. And so as we were coming to the taxi, there's just all of these giant Air Force planes. I mean, I'm not good with planes, so I couldn't tell you what they are. Somebody who's smarter than I could tell you what they are. But it was just cool to see these giant cargo ships that were passing by. There's a ton of them, just all hanging out. I know that I've seen a couple of them fly out, and then other times I've been in Charleston area. And so seeing them all parked here was super cool. Just touched down. Woo! South Carolina. Get to see some cool airplanes and cool scenery. It was pretty cool. We're looking to find our parents and get on out of here. Get on out of here. So, no. And here we are, South Carolina. It's probably like 60 degrees or something like that. But hey, in terms of what's going on in Mount Pleasant right now, we take those. It's not bad at all. It's quite good. I'm looking forward. I got a little bit of homework I got to do, but yeah. Palm trees, baby. Palm trees. So, update for you. I have left my wallet somewhere in the flight. I believe it's on the plane. It could be in Charleston Airport, though I wasn't in there for longer than like 10 minutes. Like, we just kind of got off the plane and left the building immediately. So, currently sans wallet, which is fun. I just called Southwest a little bit ago, and I filed a report, a lost report. So let's hope that gets me something. But yeah, that's annoying for sure. Anyways, it's I'll just keep on keeping on. I'll just try to focus on some of the other stuff that's going on here. So still gonna be a good time. Just a little annoying. Update on that last video. I never found my wallet. I don't know. Southwest said that they couldn't find it. I have no leads on it, so it's kind of just gone. I'm gonna have to go to Secretary of State here and get that taken care of. I put my student ID on my phone, and I'm just gonna have to get a new credit card, and all of the gift cards and every money and all the other stuff is kind of gone, which is a problem. Yeah, that sucks. Losing your wallet kind of blows. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. If you had to go through it, I would say don't lose your wallet. And that's the end of the video. I mean, I've got a few extra things. When we went to an island, Andrew did some wildlife photography here at the end. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Again, this is the first time I've done one of these. It's super rough and it's super choppy and not great. I get that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. If you got anything about, hey, do this better, try doing this, I'd appreciate it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. course. I'll use this all for B-roll in my travel vlog.